Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, let's see if I can get through a video without sneezing my face off this time. Oh, my poor floating water. Sitting there in my hand, I had all the mana, he was all ready to feast on my pain, and the opponent surrenders, robbing him of the chance. I'll have to give the water another chance this game. Again, it'd be an unusual circumstance. Like, if I've got a clear board, then I might play him at 5 mana. But his purpose is generally not that. See this? We don't want that in a starting hand. We don't want that in a starting hand. We don't want that in a starting hand either. I'm going to keep the Dark Bomb, so I'm not totally screwing myself, but probably totally screwing myself. No, okay, we got some early game stuff. That Demon Heart is apparently the thing now. Just get Demon Heart every time, all the time. It's okay, I guess. Choices on cards are good. Both the choices of this are effective. I think the reason why... Well, I mean, the reason it's not overpowered mainly is because the choices are a little bit redundant. They're not that different. You give a guy minion +5/+5, that'll let you do more damage to opponent, which is awesome, but... Do I coin out the one to boost me? Or the one to hose my opponent? This is a mage. Probably kill it. If I did this, I won't be able to play this next turn unless it survives. But if it survives, then I just draw a card. Let's play the hoser. It is a mage. There's a higher than average chance that my coined out minion will get killed. Yeah. Like that. Drawing out a flame cannon is pretty good. Like, these things are deadly. She's just not having any of that mana wraith. And yeah, the mana wraith does actually work out pretty well for a first turn drop for the Warlock, because if I spend my turn drawing a card, that is likely going to work out just fine if it's not dead. Of course, if it's dead, then my opponent has to spend their turn doing that, so that's fine too. This isn't going to help me much, the mana cost reduction, though. I don't have the right cost things to do that. And this is going to end up just trading to kill her, unfortunately. Well, I can't do much about that. I'm just going to play this and hit for damage. I'm not going to trigger the secret myself right now. I don't see that overly advantageous. So I don't want her copying the guys that I've got. Card, and yeah. Unsurprising there. Now there's a secret I got to worry about. Yeah. This could go ill. There's probably a mirror entity. Let's attack and see if it's something else. Ice Barrier. Yes! That's what we like to see, because it's not as bad for my board. It doesn't affect the board state as much. Just a few hit points. I can now play this guy with impunity. It is too bad, though. If there wasn't, if what's her face had survived and I had attacked and like, oh my god, it's not a mirror entity. With her out, I could have played the floating water on turn 4, and that would have been awesome. He probably would have just died, but I would have had like a pretty decent force out at that point. But there was no chance that the mad scientist was not going to trade for that. Yeah, so she can't take this guy out too easily because just babbling now. That guy could be an issue. None of my guys are pirates, so he's not helping much. He's probably going to suicide. I guess we should find out if he's going to suicide. Yep. So now, what do I want to do about that? Do I want to just trade this guy? I don't think my floating watcher is going to make it, but I'm going to give it a shot. That seems like the thing to do right now. Just because that guy's untargetableness is bad. If I had kept the Hellfire all this time, then maybe it would have worked out differently. But yeah, just play this. It's not going to live long enough, or it is. What are you doing? Like, is that the best you could do? Really? It seems dubious. There must have been a better way, because I'll lose my guy, but I can draw a card, kill that, and then just keep going on my way. So. Or I could Demon Heart him kill that, and then he'd be down to 3 hit points though. 9 minus 6, yeah. So this plus Fire Blast is not going to be worth the Demon Heart for that. I can Demon Heart and blow that up though. I still wish I had 1 more mana, but no, that obviously makes the most sense. Drawing a card would be nice, but let's just blow him up and kill that and have board control. I still don't think this guy's going to make it, but that's okay. As far as the game goes, I don't have too much control over that. Oh, that sucks. It's a good thing I got the big game hunter, or it would suck a lot more. But it already sucks. Could have been awesome having that guy alive. But no. I could draw a card or play the South Sea Captain. I'm going to play the Captain. I mean, I'm probably going to need those cards, but I think getting stuff out still takes priority. I need to get and maintain board control. That is the hope. Okay. Nullifier, not great. Arcane Intellect, bad. My opponent's got many cards. So, I think the thing to do in this situation... Do I Sea Giant first or Mad Bomber first? The Mad Bomber makes him cheaper, which doesn't matter, because I'm not going to be able to cast anything else anyway. So, the problem is if I play him first, then that's another target for the Mad Bomber. Whereas what I really want to do is... I'm going to hit that guy. Oh, this is going to screw up, no matter what I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trade this guy to soften him up. And then I'm going to play the Mad Bomber. If he kills that, awesome. The odds of him killing anything else, very low. And so if he kills this, I won't be able to play the Giant, but I will play this, draw a card, do other stuff. Gotcha. And if I fail to kill that with the Mad Bomber, then my consolation prize will be to play this Sea Giant. Yeah, damn it. That works out badly, because now he dies to that where he wouldn't have before. Alright. I figured it was worth a try. Now I'm going to have to take a lot of pain for drawing cards, and I might not get them fast enough. May not have been the best play. We'll find out. I probably should have just attacked him with Pirate Captain and kept him alive, but then keeping alive a guy at 1 hit point against a mage, kind of dubious. That's not good. You're going to duplicate him? Duplicating him might not be the worst, because he's expensive, and, like, how many spells does she have? I don't know. You want to find out what the secret is, so we're going to hit him. You don't want my guy getting vaporized. It is not a duplicate. I can afford to Fairy Dragon and play him and draw a card, so we're going to Fairy Dragon. It's not a mirror entity. The plot thickens. Do you just play with lots of bad secrets, or what? I don't know. Is that like another ice armor? Because I don't choose ice armor if I have other choices. There's some value to the secret factor, but they don't know, but... Do you have a way to finish him? Because if not, it's going to be interesting. I did check that... No, I didn't check that wasn't a vaporized, did I? Ah, he's going to get vaporized. No. Yeah, he's just going to get vaporized.
So many possibilities.
I think I'm going to take it, though. I think instead of drawing a card... If I draw a card, I can't play the Force Tank. So I think the thing to do is actually just get him vaporized, unfortunately. You really do play with 2 ice barriers! You're nuts, dude! You're nuts! Well, now I don't know what to do. Now I can't play him if I buff this guy. I lost some damage there, but that's not a big deal. If I buff him, he won't just die to the Mana Wraith, though. I can't play this and blow up the Mana Wraith, so okay, we're gonna draw a card, I guess. Alright, we're gonna play her. And we're gonna get a guy from blowing up the Mana Wraith, because why not? That was bizarre. Why are you playing with all those, crap? They're buying her lots of time. But currently it's looking like it's buying her lots of time to lose, unless she can do some more Flame Strikes. Maybe her deck's full of Flame Strikes, I don't know. I suppose it's not like she's really losing, to be fair. Not really losing at all. Well, if the Force Tank survives, he can actually do his thing. But we'll see. I have a lot of big things, though. We're at the stage of the game where I'm probably going to keep putting out a big thing, at least every second turn. A 5 or more cost, usually fairly large minion. Is he going to live? Because that's awesome. You're not polymorphing him. You're storm piking him for 2 and not finishing him. Between that and the double ice barriers, I have really started to question you. Like, you must be setting up for a flame strike, but I don't know. It's gonna cost you. I guess the flame strike would hurt a lot. I'm gonna have to deal with some of those forces because of that. There's a concern. First thing we're gonna do is get our spare part. I mean, maybe I should draw the card first, but I like the idea of keeping with it. Oh, I can time rewind this. Neat. It's going to slow me down a little bit, but it will protect it from the flame. Like, I'll get the bubble back, which isn't a big deal, but I'll get a hit points back if I use it to kill something and then return it. Okay, I'm going to try and win through card advantage, so I'm going to take out her stuff. Yeah, we're going to take him out. We'll still have army advantage there. Rewind this guy. And I'm expecting a flame strike based on her softening up sort of behavior. That's like not normal behavior. So I'm going to play the Yeti instead of the Lord of the Arena. I'm going to draw a card first, actually. Okay, not first because I clicked in the wrong place. So she can flame strike and wreck my stuff. But I've got a lot more stuff to come. Now, maybe she can outrace me and finish me off. Quite possible. That flame strike, shoot the Yeti.
Taste the mana.
Not flame strike? Not flame strike! You know, buffing her with your spell really doesn't do anything, and I'm sure it wasn't part of the plan, but yeah, it's only until end of turn. Okay. Interesting. I think the objective is going to be to kill her forces, but I'm going to do it effectively. So, I don't want to lose these guys too much. This guy is going to get killed by something, so not as worried about that. No, I think the best way is so I'm going to take this guy that way, this guy that way. So neither of them is just shootable. I did that in the wrong order because it could have been a duplicate, but apparently she just doesn't have good secrets. I don't know. So I'd rather she duplicate the one that only gets the temporary buff, but eh. And then, am I worried about being burned down? Not really. I think the thing to do, I've got to make sure to play this in case there's a mirror entity. What secrets are you playing with? Whatever. To the max. So he can trade for that, or he can kill the Yeti with a Fire Blast. But, like, you're in a lot of trouble right now. Like, dude, you're in a lot of trouble right now. Unless your plan is Pyroblast, and even then, it's getting a little precarious for playing Pyroblast. Oh, wow. What the heck is the secret? Seriously, what is your secret? Inquiring minds want to know. Hold off on this guy. I'm gonna have to lose one of these to kill that, unfortunately. So we'll just do that. You already know it's not a duplicate. We gotta find out if it's not a vaporize, is it? I probably already knew that, but whatever. So yeah, how are your cards doing? Would you like to surrender now? The last mage surrendered, and it was more up in the air than this one. You are actually just doomed. That's about as good a card as you could get for slowing down your doom. But you're really doomed. Like, chances are not things you have. Yeah, no kidding I win this one. Okay. Maybe that was an ice block, but like... No, those, like, don't pick those, that's, you, why were you picking the, well, frost barrier piece of crap? Like, there had to be a card in that row that did something, right? I don't know. I mean, there is something, just the secret fact, the fact that it is a secret, makes it harder for your opponent to, like, your opponent has to play around it, and that will weaken their moves, at least temporarily. But, I don't know. I don't think that in the arena, that's worth taking, like, a worse card.
Versus Valera.
Watch your step.
Your soul shall be mine.
Soul shall be mine. Your soul shall be mine. Your soul shall be mine. I guess we'll just keep this. Fine. Tinkertown Technician's probably going to have to go mechless. But, sad day for him. Yo. I'm guessing that's not going to help me that much.
I smell blood.
Oh, that is an awesome. I like that first play. There's a very high probability that this guy can do something about that. Yes! Something for everyone. The communist bomber.
This guy's toast.
Oh. Circle of life. Someone always plays a bigger guy.
Something needs tinkering?
He shoots you in the eye. I don't know. So, yeah, mine's not as good as yours without his like version of combo, but do that anyway. Okay, now things get interesting. I mean, I could just trade him for that, and then I could implosion this guy, which might not work. It's only 2 out of 3 chance. No, things just got a lot less interesting when I do the Hellfire, actually. Probably save it. I know it's not my only one. And you had board advantage right then. Let's just reset and see how it works out the second time. Now I'm going to have enough mana to implosion and mana coil. Though, ironically, that leaves me in the same place where it's only a 2 out of 3 chance of working. I will get imps out of the deal. This guy doesn't actually beat that guy that well. This guy doesn't beat him at all, so let's just try it. Nice. If it was just killing him, then I wouldn't like that deal at all. But I mean, it gave me 3 imps, so that's not nothing. There's at least 3 times nothing.
Ready, sir.
Anyway. You're going to be good soon, but not yet. 6 mana, however, is pretty good for this, plus this. The question is, do I kill the Squire? I think I'm just going to go for the damage. Probably a huge mistake, and I should probably have killed him to establish board control, but I don't know. I'm not as worried about crazy rogue buffs getting out of hand. I feel like a 2/2 with no abilities is not necessarily better than my 2/1/1s at this stage in time. Especially since I'm getting ahead on hit points by doing that. I know that I'm going to have card advantage as the game goes on, hopefully. I know that I have the power to probably get card advantage as the game goes on. He used that, that was fine. If that's what he was going to do. I think I need to kind of decide based on the Hellfire. Would it be worth Hellfiring at all? So I could go bam, bam, Hellfire. This guy survives with 1 hit point, and then I'd be trading him to kill that thing. That's not great. Go bam, 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 kill him, Hellfire, then there's nothing, and that's not as great. I could save the Hellfire for after the Floating Watcher is out, which would be nice. So I think maybe I should spend all this stuff to kill him down, and then I can Floating Watcher, buff the Floating Watcher, and there won't be much opposition out there. Because I could power Overwhelming one of these guys, but then I won't have enough mana to Floating Water buff. If I power Overwhelming, kill him, then I kill the 2/1, then I kill that. Actually, that works out really well. You know what? That is what I should do. The Watcher plan was perfectly acceptable, but this seems a little bit better. Oh, there was supposed to be a patch note. That was one of the patch notes, so those guys are supposed to pop up and be targetable faster. Should have drawn that card before that, but I mean, we're running out of time to make decisions anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty good board position compared to the other ways. The one with the Watcher, where my opponent has a 2-1, a 1-2 taunt, and I have a friggin' Watcher, not bad. Like a 6-6 Watcher, I should clarify. But yeah, it's okay. Seven. I can't just play a guy first and get you out. But play you. I mean, I don't really want to use both of these guys to kill that, but you can do a lot more damage when he takes, if he gets injured. So you could injure him and then do an attack for 3. How much is that actually going to help her when I have a Sea Giant out? No. Possibly a hit on life. Or, I mean, I could play the Floating Watcher, get him up to a 6-6, trade these guys. This guy technically survives, although he'd be quite stabbable. But I would have a 6-6 Watcher. Or I can play him, do the same trades, and have like an 8-8 Sea Giant. That seems better. Although I don't get a card out of the deal, it's still better. Or I play him and just do damage to my opponent, leaving options for that. She just made that, so she's probably not playing like a super weapon. And also stabbing the Sea Giant is not a great plan. I think I'm just going to go for the damage. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Beholder aggressive. So how is this going to go wrong? What was my horrible error in leaving this guy intact? Because it seemed to me like getting out an 8-8 was probably like, well, I was going to do that anyways. But with the 8-8 out there and doing that damage, my opponent really has to take out my forces. And using her stabbing ability to take out my forces is probably not that great. That helps you a lot. These guys aren't big enough to kill it anymore. You're taking a ton of damage, though. Ah, the Hellfire won't kill those guys. That's really annoying. And Hellfire plus those guys will kill him. Super, super annoying. And I don't really want to Doomguard and lose all these great, awesome cards. On the other hand, if I Hellfire first, this guy dies. These guys reduce at 1 hit point. That's not great. Then he'll die when he trades with one of them. Yeah, no, I probably shouldn't Hellfire first. Just Doomguard first. Kill him. Doomguard has a couple of hit points left. Kill him. He's there. And then what? Then I have 4 mana. I don't know what cards I got left. Damn it!
So many
Still have some edge and hit points. I'm not under huge pressure to do the killing right now. I think what we're going to do is play the Force Tank. Kill that. I still have a tremendous advantage in forces in play. Her dagger's been reduced back down. She's not going to burn me out very easily with the 8 damage she has in play. I still have all these tricks later. And killing him is still going to cost her something based on what's on the board. She doesn't have a great way to get rid of this bubble. I mean, she can trade him, that's fine, but then she has less stuff with which to kill him. And I still have these options. Although it looks like the Beholder is going to get shafted again, because I keep drawing other big things. Drawing other big things is not bad, though. The game lasted long enough that I can play my big things. I'm going to keep drawing big things. Hopefully. The Hellfire just was not going to do enough under that circumstance. I can easily see a situation coming up where the Hellfire is tremendously more advantageous than it would have been there. Just because it worked out that this guy would have died to get rid of those. Blade Fury for 1. There, you got rid of his shield. Then you get rid of him, and then you're still alive. I don't know if you're doing that great. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to have to watch my hit points. But so tough. The Hellfire is 3 direct damage to her. Also to me, though. I can't do that if I'm going to die. Like, I could play the Doomguard and kill that thing. Then I could hit her for 7, and then Hellfire, and then that's 9 mana. I'll lose the other 2 cards in my hand, and she'll be at 1, not dead, with this guy out, damaged, her dagger doing more, and I would be at 11. Is not actually going to work out that favorably. So I think it may be Watcher in time. Watcher, I'll be down to 12. I'll kill this with him, presumably. I have a 6/6 Watcher out there. Maybe I should be looking at the Darkscale Healer instead. Because I can kill that, and I can heal him back up to 4 hit points. It's not fantastic, but it's not nothing. I will have more health. I can still draw a card first and see. Yeah, I don't think the Watcher is the thing right now. I think the healing is going to be more important, because I think it's going to be close. I wish I'd drawn something that I would be able to cast along with this, but I can't. So, kill that. I do the order right. 4 hit points is not a good mark, because not only can he actually kill that, but there's a reasonable chance that she could eviscerate him or something. I don't know. If I lose this game, I'm done. I've got so much stuff, it seems wrong, but it's definitely equalized here. Like, it could easily go the other way. You shiv her, okay, then you can kill her with that, but that's not solving your problems. You're shivving to hopefully draw your eviscerate. Oh, you got it, dude. Or an assassinate. If all that happens is she clears the board and doesn't do a bunch of damage to me, I'm fine with that. That will work out okay. I'm much more worried about her coming from behind and, like, killing me. Or really efficiently killing these guys. That is much more worrisome. I don't think it's likely. She'd have a hard time. That hurts. Do you have this card to buff it? You trying to, oh, you do have an eviscerate. Damn. This is gonna get dicey. Now, I could play this and then Hellfire and he would get buffed, but he's losing 1 hit point out of it. He'd be 6/3. Whereas I could Hellfire and then play both of these. That would give me a bit more solid army. I'm going to be low in health. Got him as a surprise. He's got to be for the kill, though, at this point. We're obviously Hellfiring, because we have to stop the army. Would I rather have out both of these, or him, but only at 3 hit points? Probably both of these. So, yeah. I don't like 6 health, though. 6 health is easily in kill me range for an opponent with even 2 cards. It could totally happen. A Rocketeer and I'm dead. Doesn't even have to be Leroy. Sprint! This is not a good time to sprint, dude. You need to finish me. Unless you're going to get something that costs 3 or less that's going to do 5 damage. If she got 2 Sinister Strikes, that would do it. But I think she lost the game there. That's why I don't like sprint, because it took the whole turn.
Instruction begin.
At least he got out this time. Doesn't always get out. That was a close one. Early on, I thought I was in a really good position, but I don't know, it got dicey there. I did have the issue that I had a lot of expensive cards. I didn't have a lot of medium to cheap cards to do 2 things a turn easily. And the Hellfire was not working out quite right all the time. But still, managed to get up to 7 wins, despite losing 1 game stupidly. So we're going to see if I can go even further next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button. Or, on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.